Hey everyone, Brian from Variable Traders. It's Wednesday, April 28th, and we're more than halfway through the week, hump day. And of course, we're in the thick of earnings season here as well. So Facebook and Apple just reported after the close here. Apple's up a little bit. Facebook never seems to disappoint, and it's up significantly after the close here. But you know, some of these earnings reports, they've been good and blown away the numbers, and they've still sold off, Microsoft being an obvious example of that. And of course, Apple, I think, had good numbers, but they're just a little bit up right now. So, you know, we're really, just shows you how extended we are with prices in a lot of these stocks right now. They're not, everybody's expecting really good earnings, and unless you really blow it out of the water, you're not going to get much of a reaction. Something like UPS, which did that exactly, and they're up a lot. So yeah, anyway, let's dive over and take a look at the markets and try to figure out where we're going for the rest of the week. Okay, so we'll kick things off here with my book, a little bit of shameless plug. It's available on Amazon, How to Swing Trade, if you haven't checked it out. It's there. So let's take a look at the week that was. Or should I say the week that is going on right now. You can see this, we'll start out with a 10-year treasury, which I always like to keep an eye on the yields. You can see here we're kind of flattening out. We've turned back up a little bit. Don't seem to be charging to the upside quite yet, but there is definitely a change of momentum on this histogram, the MACD. We are turning back up on stochastics, so we'll have to keep a pretty close eye on that. If we really start to bump up into this 175 range here, it's definitely, I think, going to cause some heartburn. You can see here the TLT. Again, this is the price of the bond, so if they're going up, yields are going down. So we were off, well off the low of the day. And of course, here's the transports. Like to keep an eye on those. And you can see here, transports finished the day actually in the red. So again, some kind of topping action by the looks of it. I mean, we're really extended, as I've been mentioning. So we're just having, I guess we're just having some challenges pushing higher. We had a really good day yesterday on Tuesday. Volume pretty light on this sell-off today. So again, pretty extended here. We're up in the 70 range on the RSI. So not surprising if we do get a bit of a pullback. The Dow, again, topping action. You can see here we've just been basically going nowhere over the last week and a half. Basically, we got toppy back here on the 16th, and yeah, really haven't made much headway one way or another. A little bit of selling volume here today, a little bit more than we've had the last couple of days. But again, not a lot of range on this move either. Stochastics are heading lower, RSI or MACD rolling over, so it does look like we are, you know, either going to be chopping in a range here or doing a little bit more of a pullback. The IWM, again, this was the one index that actually started down on the day and ended up green just barely, 0.17%. Volume pretty light here. Stochastics showing that it's pretty overbought. So again, we just seem to be, I would say, sort of stuck in a trading range here. Again, we are, you know, priced in this market pretty much for peak earnings is what they're calling it. So I don't know that there's going to be a lot of impetus in the short term to drive us higher. You can see here actually SPY looks like it's putting in a double top here. Again, this we still got a rising 20 moving average. And we probably have some pretty significant support here around 334.5, 335. And again, the SPY, you can see here, we tried to break to a new high. We were actually probably up at a new high at one point during the day, but then sold off and finished just marginally down on the day. It was a real fight into the close there. We were green, we were red, and then we ended up red. The dollar, the dollar just taking another dive lower here. Some of the commodities are doing really well. Probably coming down to this 24.30 level before we'll find maybe some support here. But again, emerging markets, materials, gold, silver, oils doing quite well. We're getting some good energy numbers here. And you can see here again, this is the fear. You can see there isn't a lot, even though we are getting some choppy price action. There is a little bit of a, maybe some pullback happening, but there's just no fear in the market right now. If there was a real big fear of a sell-off, we'd be jumping up here over 20, and that's just not happening. So not a lot of fear in the market right now. So nobody's too worried about a sell-off. So we'll just do a quick wrap. We'll look at the sectors here. You can see here the XLY, the discretionaries again, really, toppy price action. Again, I think we're just going to be churning and chopping here, just like we did back in this area. I don't know if we're going to actually find any reason to push a lot higher, but definitely we're going to get some choppy price action for a while. Communications gapped up, tried to go higher today, but then sold off. So you can see here some topping action on the communication side. XLK, same sort of story there. Choppy price action, sold off during the day. Industrials, again, just looking a little toppy here. Same with materials, even with a weak dollar. But you can see here how energy really, this was the standout, I would say, sector for sure. We just really broke out today. There's I know some of our traders have got some XLE. Our moderators, Jared's been on this one, and I've got some HEU, which is a Canadian ETF for the energy sector. So yeah, energy is looking very good, and of course with a weak dollar, that'll help pump up this energy, the price of oil. Staples, again, not a great day. Healthcare kind of pulling back a bit. The XLU, one of the other safety trade, is pulling back to this 50. We'll see if it can hold here. Maybe get a bounce higher. Maybe we'll get some money rotating back into the utilities and the staples as we continue to chop here. Financials had a pretty good day, surprisingly. They were up a little bit. Kind of an indecision candle on the day. And REITs looking a little toppy, the real estate ETFs as well. But energy kind of looks the best right now, and it's good to be long that, I would say. So we'll just wrap things up. Let's take a look at the pre-market, see how things are looking right now. It's a little early, obviously. What can happen between now and the morning? We've got some earnings releases in the morning, I'm sure, before the market open, and we've got some big ones coming at the end of close, like tomorrow and Thursday, like Twitter. Should be interesting given Facebook's price action. So we've got, the Dow, all the indexes are pretty much up right now. Russell's the only one that's looking kind of flat. NASDAQ obviously being dragged higher by some of the technology reports that came in after the close here. So yeah, so things are looking pretty good. Again, the 10-year treasury down a little bit right now. So as long as we're staying below that 1.75, 1.8 range, things are all hunky-dory. So have a great rest of the evening, everybody. And yeah, don't forget, 8 o'clock, 8 in the morning, we start the pre-market show with Jared. And then 8:30, we start looking at the stocks in play with Norm and Carlos trading the market open at 9:30. So hopefully you can join us on YouTube at 8 live, and we'll see you then. Have a great rest of the evening, everybody.